Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here today filming a beauty video. So today I'm going to show you the palettes that I decided to keep after I got rid of my entire makeup collection. So if you're new here, you don't know, I did get rid of a ton of makeup about a year ago. And one of you asked me if I could show you the palettes that I decided to keep. So these are those palettes. I haven't bought any more. That was a year ago and I haven't bought any more palettes. And I'm going to tell you like the reasons why I kept some of these and like what I mainly use them for, or you know, like I said, why I decided to keep them. It's probably gonna be a little bit of a long video, but I hope you guys like it. And I know I haven't posted for 3 weeks, but I was out of town and I'm back already. So now I was able to have some time to film. I got here Monday and today is Saturday, so I kind of just had to do some things first and then when I have time to film. So anyways, like I said, I want to show you the palettes that I decided to keep after I got rid of my entire makeup collection. So excited to show you this video because I feel like it's one of those old type of videos that I used to do all the time, you know, just sit down, talk about makeup. And so yeah, I'm excited to show them to you. So first of all, I have them on this little organizer that I got from Amazon, and these I keep right here on top of my desk. And then these I just had separately because they don't fit on this, so I had it in a little drawer back there. And then these little ones that I keep right here on the side. So just kind of to give you an idea, it's not that many, but it pretty much fits right where I can see them, you know what I mean? So it's like I know what I have. The very first one that I kept is the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and this one is by BH Cosmetics. I absolutely love this palette because it has so many different shades and you can pretty much do any eye look that you need. The pigmentation is really good. I love the eyeshadows. I have a very nice tutorial using this palette using the blues and purple. Oh my god, I really love that look. I haven't done any colorful tutorials or even colorful looks on myself for a long time, so I'm excited to start doing those type of looks again. And even if it's like not a tutorial but just me wearing it, like I just haven't, so I'm excited for that. So anyways, this is one of my favorite colorful eyeshadow palettes. The next one is also a colorful eyeshadow palette, but this one is a little bit more muted toned, or a little bit toned down than the Take Me Back to Brazil palettes, because obviously the other one's like a rainbow. This one has very beautiful colorful eyeshadows, but they're, like I said, a little bit toned down, and I just love the color combinations that come in here. These are more like unique tones. This one is by Ace Beauty, and yeah, I was like making sure that that's the name. And yeah, it has beautiful burnt orange shades, this pretty green one, these like different type of blues, you know, that it's not like the typical blue shades that you see in other palettes. This beautiful moss color, even this yellow one, like just another palette that I can create beautiful colorful looks with, and I love it. I love this palette. The pigmentation is also really good, so that's why I kept this one, because I knew that I can count on it if I want to use a colorful eyeshadow look that's not like rainbow colors, you know. All right, moving on to some neutral palettes. The very first one is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I recently did a Christmas look with this one, so that was like 3 weeks ago that I posted that tutorial. But this one, I mean, it's a gold palette. It has a lot of pretty gold shades. Whether you want to do like a brown look or you want to do a cool tone gold or a warmer tone gold, that is what I feel like you can get from this palette. So that is why I kept it, because I'm like, for sure this is a very wearable palette, and the eyeshadows, of course, they really do show up on your eyes. All right, and then the next one is also a Natasha Denona palette. This one is the Sunrise palette, and this one has a lot of warm tones in it. So there you can see beautiful yellows and oranges. I've always loved yellow shades, and so yeah, I just think it makes for a pretty warm palette. It would actually go with the shirt that I'm wearing right now if I did like a very warm tone look, but like I said, I haven't even done, usually I do my makeup like this, like just one eyeshadow all on the crease and just like blend it out. It's just, you know, it has great pigmentation, it blends out really easily, and out of the ones that I owned, this one was one of my favorites for both of those reasons, and also just because they're really pretty shades, you know. So let me swatch some of these. I didn't swatch any of the other ones, but Glory, which is more of like a burgundy tone, this one Jasper, this yellow one, and Clove. Let's swatch all 4 of these. I forgot how to swatch, but there you can see, so beautiful, just pretty, they're like colorful, but you know, in a warm tone, colorful way. So yeah, really, really like that palette. Let me swatch, actually, let me swatch this pretty shimmer one, and you could just see how creamy these eyeshadows are. Like, they really show up, they blend out really easily, and they're just so soft and everything. The next one is the new nude palette by Huda Beauty, and this one is if I'm going for something rose, so like a rose gold or like a pink tone or anything like that. This one is gorgeous. It has beautiful shimmer shades in here, beautiful pink tones in here, mauve tones. It's just a very beautiful palette. So it's a unique color story compared to a warm tone, a cool tone, a rainbow palette. It's just a little bit different, you know. So yeah, this one was one of my favorites. You can tell that I've used it a lot. For sure, this one is one of my favorite palettes when I'm going for something a little bit more mauve or pink. Let me swatch some of these for you. This one also has eyeshadows that are very blendable. And let me do this. It also has these two glitter ones in there. Not my favorite, but the shimmer ones are. These two are like pressed glitters and the other ones are shimmers. So yeah, very beautiful. Let me go ahead and swatch. Just a beautiful color story for pink rosy shades. And like I said, extremely pigmented and just easy to blend. They're very soft tones. The next one is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And this one was actually new. I never showed it and I never did any looks with it. I never used it, nothing like that. But I decided to keep it because I love the color selection that it had. I just hadn't tried it. But now that I have tried it and I've used it, I used it in a tutorial that I posted not too long ago. For sure, the neutral tones like this one and this one, I use those all the time in the crease area. So yeah, this one's just pretty much been sitting in my collection. So not that I forgot about it, because I see it and I know that I like the color selection that it has. It's just I never used it. I never did any tutorials with it. And throughout the year that I didn't do any filming or anything, I didn't really do my eyeshadow, like eyeshadow looks, you know, just go to school and just, it'd be like super simple makeup, like everyday-ish type of makeup. So I never really used it throughout the year, but now I'm starting to use it a little bit more. And I used it for, yeah, it was that Sephora haul video that I showed like new makeup products, and I used this palette for the eyeshadow look. But other than that, like I rarely have used it. I just really like the color selection, so that's why I kept this one. This one is the Anastasia Sultry palette. It is a beautiful palette, and there goes the brush. But this one has beautiful shades. It's more of a going out type of palette. That's what I get from it. Like, oh, you're gonna go out somewhere, you want to do something shimmery, kind of like this one, but this one's very cool toned. And it also has a black, so if you wanted to do an intense smoky eye, you can use a black, you can use brown. It also has a beautiful gray, and I love this palette, especially the shimmers in here. They're so beautiful. Let me swatch some of these shimmer shades, and then we'll do this gray one. And then it has that little pop of pink in there. But yeah, this one, if I'm thinking like, oh, smoky eye, this is the palette that I think of. These are the shades, beautiful shimmer shades as well. A beautiful silver, the black, like I said, and intense. You can create an intense like makeup look, or a smoky eye, you know, whatever you want to do that's kind of like going out-ish. I feel like this is the palette that I think of. Let me put the little brush back in there. All right. And then next step is one of my all-time favorites out of all of these. This one is one of the ones that is like, I love. You can wear this for every day. You can do a little bit more of a colorful look. And this one is the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. This one actually broke. But this has just beautiful warm tone shades. And like I said, you can do like a pretty pink look. It has these lighter shades that you can use for a more soft look. It has a little bit of pink in there. I do have eye swatches. Actually, I think I have eye swatches on most of these. I haven't done any eye swatches. Maybe I should do some eye swatches on the ones that, I don't know, I've thought about it, but it is a lot of work to do eye swatches. I loved it though, and I know they were very helpful for a ton of people. I still get comments on my eye swatch videos, even though they're like a year old, you know? These are the beautiful shades. And like I said, very blendable and like creamy, like easy to blend out, you know, easy to work with on your eyes. But yeah, like I'm saying, I still get a lot of comments on my eye swatch videos, like, oh my god, these are great, so helpful and So I'm like, oh my god, maybe I should like maybe post some eye swatches on the palettes that I have here, you know, that I don't have eye swatches on. But yeah, I do have eye swatches on this. So if you want to see how this palette, how the eyeshadows pack on or how they blend out, I can show you in that video with 1, 2, 3 layers of the product. Like that's how I did like a standard type of video format, and I would be like, okay, blend it once, blend it twice, blend it 3 times so you can see how it builds up. And so yeah, if you were interested in this palette, it's there. But never mind, because did they come out with this? I think they came out with the new one, so I don't even think they have this one out. But anyways, I do have eye swatches on some of these other ones. If I do, I will link them below if I have the eye swatches for them, which the majority of these I do have eye swatches on, and I'll link them in the description box if you want to see how they wear, like 1, 2, 3 layers of it, how it builds up, how it blends out, all of that stuff. And then the next one is the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie palette. I really love this palette. This is the Friendcation. There you go. I also love how neutral tone it is. These are very easy to blend out shades. Again, it's a very basic neutral tone palette, but I love it. I love the pink in here. I love the brown in here. It's a really easy palette to use. It's like there's not too many and there's not too little. Like you have options. Yeah, you get a little bit of colorful with this blue. I'll swatch it, this green. And then these two, like I said, are my favorite shades in there just because they're so easy to use. You can use that shade on your eyelid and blend it out. And there you go. You have like a look right there. Oh, did I use the wrong hand? I did. All right, so let me swatch this blue, green, and then these two are just my favorite neutral toned shades. Beautiful, look at that. So pigmented and just, you know, they really, really show up. So that's why I kept that palette, because I really like how neutral toned it is and just easy to use, you know? It's like you don't get lost in the palette. You know, I'm probably repeating myself with what I'm saying, but that's the reason why I kept them, because, you know, they're easy to use, or they're blendable, or I like the pigmentation of them. So that's why I decided to keep them. All right, the next one is the Naked Heat palette. I also really like this one. Oh, I keep doing that. I also really like this one because it is a very neutral tone palette. Yeah, I love it. Also for fall looks, like this is beautiful. I always use this shade right here. This is the one that I'm wearing right now, actually, on my crease, and just blend it out. I guess you could say it's pretty similar to maybe this a little bit, but you know, different tones, slightly different. It makes it different for the eyes. Okay, it's makeup. We all know they're not all the same shades. They're different. They're all different. So let me go ahead and show you the swatches, or a little bit of swatches. Let's do with this shimmer shade and then this one. Look at this, so beautiful. So yeah, it does look a little bit like the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, but just how they blend and how they look. Can you focus? There you go. How they blend and just like how creamy they are. And then the other palettes, oh, let me show you these first. All right, so I definitely kept these because they are small, and if I ever travel or anything like that and I want something really simple to take with me, which I usually do, I don't ever do my makeup. That's like the times that I visited my husband, I don't take a big palette, especially because I know I could just like easily break or whatever, it doesn't fit. It's just not that easy to carry. I just take this one, most of the time this one. This one is just cool toned, and that's not like my go-to type of eye look to do, like a cool tone look. So usually it's this one, and I can use either one of these in my crease, blend it out, kind of like the look that I'm wearing right now. And then if I want to do a little bit more of like shimmery look, I can use the other one. So this is super easy to take with you. So this is why I kept these little palettes. I know that these are really easy to take with me anywhere. Even if I wanted to take both, just to have like a cool tone option and a warm tone option, I could take both of these and it's like easy to take with me. So that is why I kept these two, because I knew for sure I'd get good use out of that, and I have. All right, so these 3 palettes are almost brand new. I got the Urban Decay Naked Honey in PR, and it was during the time that I wasn't really filming that much. I was already in school. I think I did a look with it though, but it was like when I was starting to not film anymore, and I did a simple makeup tutorial using this, or I remember using it or swatching it or something like that. Maybe the PR, trying new PR makeup or something like that. But yeah, I haven't used it enough. It's very beautiful, honey tones, but I want to eventually use it a little bit more. So I kept this one. This one was, I received it after I gave all my makeup away, so I did keep it because I do like the shades. I just haven't used it enough, and I think they are beautiful honey tones, yellowy, orangey tones in here. Let me know if you have this, or you know, was this like a thing? I don't remember. I didn't really watch videos to like see if there was like a big hype about it. I don't know. I don't remember, but I know I got it in PR and I haven't used it enough, so that's why I kept it. And like I said, I got it after I gave away my makeup, so I didn't buy it. It was sent to me, but it's still like pretty new. This one I did buy, and I bought this whenever we were in North Dakota, and it got lost, and then I had to let them know, and I think they resent it out. And did I pay shipping again? I don't remember, but it's an indie brand, and so I was able to like easily communicate with them, and they mailed it back out to me, or it got to me and it got sent back. I don't know what happened, but anyways, this is the palette right here. So it is brand new. I was so excited to order this. I remember when I saw it in their Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, that palette, I have to have it. It has beautiful blues and greens. I haven't even touched it, swatched it, nothing at all. So this one is the Dream Without Fear, Love Without Limits by Certify. So super beautiful, and eventually I will use this palette. Let's swatch some of these because they're gorgeous. It's just I never use it. Oh, look at these. Look how pretty those are. I am missing out. Let me do this one too. I was excited about that shade. Oh my god, I remember seeing this palette and like wanting it. Look at how gorgeous these are. Really intense. Ooh. Whoops, I mixed that one, but look how beautiful. So yeah, remember I used to do a bunch of colorful looks. I miss it. All right, so the very last palette is this one by Iconic Couture. No. It's by Milan Rowe, but the palette is called Iconic Couture. And this one was actually sent to me in PR, and I did show you guys some swatches of these. I also showed them on Instagram and everything. I think I did a tutorial with it. I'm not 100% sure, but I did get this one in PR. Beautiful shades. It also reminds me a little bit of some shades that are in this one, and some shades that are in this one, which is the Gingerbread palette and the Sunrise palette by Natasha Denona on this side. And then you get these beautiful colorful shades over here. Oh yeah, that I remember that they're like very smooth, that they kind of like get a little, it's not flaky, it's just they kind of come off, like the little powder just a little bit. Like you can see this one. I don't know if you can see it. They just they're smooth and everything, but they kind of like pick up a lot of product whenever you swatch it or put your brush in there. So yeah, I'm just being slow because I'm making a mess. But these are the swatches right there. So a neutral toned type of palette with a little bit of pops of color. So yeah, I haven't used this one enough to like really talk about it because like I said, I got it towards the end of like whenever I was filming beauty videos, so I never got a chance to like really try it. That is the very last palette, you guys. I made a mess. So anyways, that is the very last palette. These are all the eyeshadow palettes that I kept. I still have face palettes. So I still have face palettes. If you want to see a video on that, let me know. Oh, this is actually an eyeshadow palette. Well, there's another one, but these are face palettes. Completely forgot about this one, but this one is the Too Faced Pineapple. I don't know if it's just called Pineapple palette. I don't remember now. Sparkling Pineapple eyeshadow palette. I do have an eye swatch video on this. I also have a tutorial. Like this one was like an entire collection. I did do a video on it and everything. I love this palette. It's so cute and it's just easy to use. Like some neutral tones in there. This one's like a purple green. It's not showing up purpley at all on screen, but if you look at it in person, it's kind of like a purple green type of shade, and then this beautiful gold color right in the center, and this one over here too is very pretty. So yeah, I was excited to film this video to just kind of show you my eyeshadow palette collection, but just what I kept and why I kept the palettes. I hope it wasn't like too repetitive, but those are the reasons why I kept the palettes. Is just either I felt like they blended really good, they work really good on my eyes, and the shades, I like them, they're easy to blend out, easy to work with, and like I said, you have options, or I have options, whether I want to do a colorful look, a neutral look, a warm tone look, you know, an everyday look, a going out look, whatever I wanted to, or whatever I could think of that I could do, I kept a palette for it. So that's like the main idea behind why I kept the palettes that I kept. And I'm not against like buying another one or buying more if I see something that I'm interested in. It's just these are the ones that I felt like I have a good solid collection I can count on. I can create any type of look, whether it's a warm look or a cool tone look or a colorful look, a going out look, you know, I have like a little bit of everything in this collection. So those are all my palettes. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what other type of videos you would like to see from me. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.